What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 21 different altcoins today. Thank you guys for being patient with the requests. I know some of you have had these requests sitting for a few days, longer than I normally go, but it's been a busy week, man, and I've spent a lot of time over the last few days going over all the comments and getting through the requests and stuff. So here we are finally. We're going to get through it all today. 21 coins. Here's the list. I'm going to leave a list in the description. You can check it out yourself. There will be timestamps attached to it. If you see that there's no timestamps attached, that's because you've clicked on the video like immediately after I posted it. Within an hour, I should have the timestamps uploaded. So, if you want to click around and just see which ones are relevant to you or you think are important, right? I do encourage everybody to watch the whole video. For one, you never know what you might see, right? There might be a gem in there that you didn't think of before, some project that you've never heard of before. I'm not going to go over a deep analysis of these. They're just price predictions, right? Based on technical analysis. But also, watching the whole video does help to push the content, helps the channel grow. So I appreciate everybody for doing that. But I understand if you just want to look at the coins that you requested or the coins that interest you, I don't blame you, man. I appreciate you for being here. Hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's get going. I said I'll see you on the next one because that's just a habit for the outro. But this is the intro. Let's get it. GFI for Jeff, ANKR and GRT for Rob Piano, PONKE for Ravon Blately, GTC for Sleepy Man, JASMY for Mohamed El Mensi, NPC for Marco Izquierdo, SUI for Mohamed El Mensi as well, CGPT for WS99, AAVE for Green Man, ZRO and OMNI for Mike Ike, SwiftCoin for World Travel Adventures, Billy for Anonymous. Shh, we're not giving you a shout out. You didn't want me to give you a shout out. So for an anonymous person who's requesting Billy, RPL and CKB for, I think it's Purple Mirage or Purple MJR. I have PRPLMJRA. I don't know how to pronounce that. So, but RPL and CKB for you. Dash and EGLD for Drapier Johnson. XTZ for AJ and AIOZ for Nicolio. Let's get it started, you guys. Hit that like button one last time and let's get going. All right, so Goldfinch. On a daily basis, I actually like your RSI. You do have bullish divergence. But it's been fulfilled, I think. You rejected your previous areas of support. That divergence has come to fruition. I like the bounce off your oversold zone, though. This divergence can continue to build. You can come down, form another higher low while forming a lower low on a closing basis. That doesn't mean you have to go lower than this price, but let's just see where you're at on your relative fibs here. From this low to this high. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe you do go right down to about $1.85. That's my thoughts for Goldfinch. That makes sense to me. $1.85, calling it, feel good about it. That makes sense. Let's actually check this real quick and then we'll move on. Yeah, man. 1618, you tipped that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. I think so. A little bit lower. If not $1.85, maybe you go down to like $1.78, but I don't think you go too much lower than that, man. So that's GFI, a little bit lower, and that's okay. And then probably up, afterwards, you'll probably see a nice retracement of this move here. Looks like a nice massive bull flag. You have a lower low in your RSI, yet a higher low in your price. Low to high here, 6-1. Yeah, bro, it's beautiful. It looks so good, so healthy. Best area to buy, literally. You're doing like it looks so good. Whenever it's time to go, your next high is going to be at $8.50 to $12.75, somewhere in there, if not beyond. Right? Let's see what you did last time. I mean, this was a lot shallower of an area, but last time you did see a 3113 extension being hit. I mean, for reference, a 3113 would put you all the way up at $74. I don't think you're going to go there. Again, that was a much more shallow area. This is a lot deeper, but somewhere around, yeah, like 848, let's call it 850 to 1275, maybe even up to $27, man. Like genuinely, you're at $2 now. So great things on your next move up, which you're about to begin. That doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow, right? It took you weeks, months to start moving up, but 2 weeks, that's whenever you started moving up. Here, it took you a few weeks, and then it took you a few more weeks, so like 6-7 weeks overall. So we're at this low point now. Don't expect it to start moving up immediately, but probably sometime in August or September, that's when fireworks are going to start flying. That's my thoughts. And you'll probably slowly move up until then, but that's GFI, ANKR, USD on Coinbase here. I like it. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think you look fine. Totally fine. Weekly RSI near its oversold zone. You have found support several times in this area. It's more common to go to your oversold zone, but I think it's fine. You've found support in here, like this exact area, a few times. So you're very near your low, if not at your low. Let's take this low here to this high, just below the 61869 area. Maybe you go to your 786. That could be down at about, what is that? What is that number? 2.26 cents. You're at 2.4 cents right now, so a little bit lower, if lower at all. Let's look at the daily and just determine that, or maybe the 4 hour. The 4 hour would suggest you go a little bit lower, I think. .2, yeah, maybe you go like right there. Maybe you don't though. I mean, you could really hold that as a low. The daily kind of looks sad as well. You probably do go a little bit lower, right around 2.2 cents. That's my thoughts, and then up. I guess I can do that too, right? Hopefully I won't do this for every single one because it's just going to take more time. We don't even have the low, so I don't know if it's worth actually projecting out. But if we do consider this low, if it goes lower, you'll likely see higher targets than this, but your next target area, whenever you see it high, will be 9.3 cents to 13 cents, sorry, 13.6 cents. From a high to a low, that 1272 lines up with the top area of your golden ratio. That makes sense. So your next target area is probably like 9.3 cents on ANKR. Once you move up again, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to probably take multiple months, several weeks at least. But that's my thoughts. So GRT, the graph, right? The graph. Hey, this one looks good, man. This one looks pretty damn good. It's like the last one, but better, right? But better, right? Got this little uptrend, kind of, but oh damn it, I did that, didn't I? Okay, there we go. Looks better. Finding support at your breakout point, nice, common, right at your 123 weekly moving average, beautiful. Down near your oversold zone, but not quite at the area that you would expect to find support. You can find support here. I've noticed a lot of cryptos finding support around their 35, so I think it's fine, but generally I would expect that you go a little bit lower. But just being where you are price-wise and on this 123 moving average, I don't know if I would expect that you go lower. Bouncing right off your 618 too, bro. It looks so good. It looks so good. Wow. Oh, 1 second, you guys. One second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Okay. Let's see. Daily bullish divergence. You kind of made that move already. 4 hour, what do you look like? I think you're fine, man. I think you could move a little bit lower. You could move even a little bit lower than this, but I don't know. Look like you got some nice volume coming in there. Bouncing off your relative 618. I don't think you do move lower, man. I think that was it. I honestly think that was it. If you move lower, if you do, you're not going to move down by much. But that might be your low. I'm going to call for it. It makes sense to me. It looks right. It looks appropriate. It really does. So you're probably going to see a nice retracement. Look, you got your 1, 2, 3 corrective move right there. Beautiful. Actually, hold on. Yeah, right there, man. That's such a common thing. So many cryptos are doing this right now where they find support right in between their 1414 and 1618. That's not normal, but for this market, it kind of is for whatever reason. Your next target area when you move up is going to be 24 cents right here. And then once you break this high, right, I mean, once you break 24 cents, that'll solidify that this is the low. Anything can happen. Of course, you can go lower, but that to me would solidify it, breaking 24 cents. But once you break above 43.4 cents, you can look forward to a 68 cents, even $1, potentially higher than that. And just based off of this kind of ascending trend line that you have here, right, something like this, maybe something like that. Yeah, there you go. Given time, yeah, maybe 80 cents, man. Maybe do the same thing where you found support just between your 1414, 1618. Maybe by the end of this year, you're up at about 80 cents to $1, somewhere in that range. That could kind of make sense. Working your way up over that whole time. It's not going to be a straight line, but that's the best I got. PONKE. PONKE, or is it PONKE? I would think PONKE. It sounds more fun to say PONKE. So, this chart's bullish, bro. Meme coins are crazy, guys. Weekly RSI looks fine, I think. Does. Daily RSI looks fine as well. Yeah. This is a better looking chart than most things right now, you guys. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I suppose we'll just keep it relative. Yeah, bouncing off your gold. Man, look at that. Just across the space, we're bouncing off our golden ratios. It's beautiful. I think you found your low, Ponky. Yeah. Yeah. What you should look forward to is this. You ready? Here we go. From a high point to a low point of this consolidation range, because that's exactly what this is. This actually might be a, I think it is. It's a megaphone, right? That's what this is called. It's a megaphone. Oops. Or a broadening wedge, broadening top, whatever. Normally, let's see, you get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe, sorry, it wouldn't form here. It technically formed here. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on your fifth leg specifically, you normally don't interact with the lower trend line. It actually is either a higher low. It can be a lower low, but you don't interact with that trend line. And then after that, that's when you move up. So I think this was your fifth kind of move in this. It looks like a broadening wedge to me, or a megaphone, whatever you want to call it. I would think that you're going to see a breakout. Whenever you see that breakout point, let's get an actual straight line on there to make it official. Come on, there we go. Your breakout point, more or less, judging just maybe sometime this month or next month, would be anywhere from about like 45.6 cents to 43.5 cents, somewhere in that range. Whenever you break that, you will likely, so 43.5 to 45.6. That's your area that you want to break, 43.5 to 45.6. Look at that, 45.2, 42.7. It's pretty close to that same area, your golden ratio. When you break that zone, you're going to go up to 71 to 94 cents. You're at 36.7 cents now. So that's what you have to look forward to. I think, and I do think it looks fine. I think it will continue. This is actually one of the more bullish charts that I've seen in crypto right now. So, hey, nice. And that will probably happen. I think you found your low. So, I mean, you're going to be working your way up over the next, like, weeks, months, right? Like, you're going to be doing this relatively soon, I would think. And it seems that once you finally catch your stride and you move up, you do it consistently. You don't, like, waste any time moving up, right? This is your wasted time right here. Not really wasted time, but just spent time consolidating, and now you're going to spend your time just moving up. That's you're really close to that. So this is actually PONKE might be the winner. I'm going to keep in mind where I think it's going to go in a short period of time. I think it'll go up. You know, it's at this price right now, 36.8 cents. 14 to 22%. Probably this month, it probably sees that gain. So I'm going to keep that in mind. PONKE, Raven Blately, you might be the winner tonight, but I'll just keep that one in mind. GTC is the next one. And I am going to start doing that trading series soon, you guys, where every day that I do and I don't do these videos every day. The last 3 days I have, but every day that I do request videos, which should be 3 times a week. And it all depends, you know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work it out. I've been talking it over and trying to figure it out. But I want to take $1,000 and just based off the winners of these request videos, rotate the funds into these winners and let them grow and just see if it does, see what it can do, right? See how far that money can grow. 'Cause most of the stuff that I do is long-term stuff, right? I'm a lot better. I would say I'm a lot more successful with long-term trading and investing than I am with the short-term stuff. But I feel like a lot of these short-term plays based on these like request videos, I feel like I've been pretty accurate. So I want to see, and I want you guys to see, right? We can just all kind of view it together. I think it might be fun. I don't know. And if it sucks, it sucks. Like if it goes to zero, it goes to zero. But anyways, high to low, 618 zone here, rejected, broke down. Of course you did. 1, 2, 3 down. Nice. Low to high. Right below the 1414. It just keeps happening. It just keeps happening. It's not common, but in this market it is. The algorithms are set to that for whatever reason, man. It's kind of crazy. GTC, wow. Seeing new all-time lows. Oh my God. Well, good news is I think you're at your low. Bad news is that's not a good look, man. That's really not a good look. In my opinion, that's really not a good look at all. Might have to sell my GTC on this next pump, you guys. I do think GTC, I'm not kidding either. I do think GTC is going to do well. I think that it'll probably, let's see. I would consider that a fake out look. You literally closed your week. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe it's double bottom. You literally closed your week. I want to see. Where did you close it? 78 cents. And this is right at 78 cents. So that is a fake out, okay? That is a fake out, to be fair. So maybe I was a little bit harsh in saying that. Okay, I take it back. But I would expect still at a minimum, you're at 78 cents. I would expect still a $7 to basically a $10 price is possible by the end of the cycle. If you see new all-time highs, $77, $270 is possible. The market cap checks out. It could see that. The only reason I'm a little bit more skeptical now is because normally in a bull market, which we absolutely are in, seeing new all-time lows, the coins that do this are the coins that just remain irrelevant, or maybe they had relevance at one point and then they remain irrelevant. So this could be that coin, man. You know, it happens. It happens to a majority of the coins, right? So the odds are better in the favor that this thing doesn't remain. Now, just because it doesn't remain relevant, or it's not even necessarily relevant ever, nobody's really talked about it. I feel like I'm one of the few people that do talk about it. That doesn't mean that it's incapable of going up, but this might be something that I phase out of, right? Once we see prices above this high, I'll hold it here. I wouldn't even mind buying some here. It's probably going to do well. I do think we're at a bottom point. I feel confident that that's the low. You know, we're at 78 cents now. The next target area would be above $3. Like, that's decent gains in a short amount of time. By the end of this year, who knows? You could be all the way up here. But I would expect by the end of this year, you could at least be above $1.80, if not even above $3 there. I would probably sell, because this has scared me a little bit. Not scared me into the sense I'm going to panic sell down here, but once I see an opportunity to get out, I probably will and rotate it into other funds. I'm just letting you guys know. I haven't done that. I'll let you know if and when I do that. Maybe I'll have a change of heart, but that's just something new, right? I haven't actually looked at this chart in a second, so let's look at the daily. I don't know. I'm pretty convinced that's the low, so I'm going to stand by that. I think right now, why are you doing this to me? Right now, that's your low. You're probably going to move up. Your next target area is $1.84. When you break that, it's about $3.10. And then when you break that, we can talk about prices that are more than a 2x, even a 3x beyond that. But for now, a little bit of upside is probably not going to happen immediately, right? You found your low here, and you went up a little bit, and then sideways, and then up, and then sideways, right? It took you, before you really saw a nice stride up, it took you a little while. So maybe not today or tomorrow, but over the months, you're probably going to work your way up, right? Could be, I mean, maybe by August, maybe by the beginning of September, something like that, you could work your way up. But that's GTC. JASMY coin. This is what they say, the Japanese, or is it the Chinese Bitcoin, right? I'm sure the people in China or Japan, whatever, right? Let me just see. JASMY. What do they say? Japan's Bitcoin. I'm sure the people in Japan don't say that. Maybe they do. Maybe they do, but I doubt they say that. All right, you guys want to see the Chinese Ethereum? You ready? I'm not trying to downplay JASMY. I actually think the chart, whoa, that's old. Wow, I don't even know, man. That has been on there for years, like over 5 years, whatever that fib is there. I'm gonna hold on real quick. That's crazy. Yeah, that's not even like measured from a proper area. That's good. That has to be like early C-Zar learning how to do technical analysis days, man. I have the shadows in these things. That's crazy. Oh wow. Neo on Binance. This is the Chinese Ethereum, right? This is what it did its first cycle, and this is what it's done every cycle since, right? So it actually, to be completely fair, it kind of looks like Bitcoin Cash's chart, kind of less bullish, but kind of. Anyways, this is about JASMY, not Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum or Neo. Sorry, JASMY does look really bullish right now. right at a nice area that you would expect to find a low on the weekly RSI. A higher low in the price, a little bit of a lower low in the RSI. That's a nice hidden bullish divergence that you have there from a high to a low point here. We have found that was not, there we go. 1618 resistance, nice, and you came all the way back down, but you closed above your 69618 area. So I think the closing prices are more relevant in a coin like this with less liquidity, less of a market cap. It's got more liquidity than a lot of coins do, but it's not the top dog of the market by any means. From a low point to a high point, 61869, nice. Tipping that 786. I think you found your low on this one as well. I do. You might come down a little bit from here. I want to look at the 4 hour. You might come down a little bit from here. From a low to a high. Yeah, probably. At the lowest, I think 2 cents. But probably more likely like 2.1 to 2.13 cents, somewhere around there. If I'm wrong, then hey, you'll just move up, and good for you. But I think you move down a little bit, and then inevitably you'll start your next leg up. I do think JASMY's got more to go. I think based off this high to low, and I'm confident that's the low, pretty confident. Your next target area, once you break this high, would be $5.6 to $7.5. Really, your next target area would be 2.65 cents. I don't know why I said dollars up here. 5.6 to 7.5 cents, not dollars. 2.65 cents is your next target area. Once you break that, this is your next target area. But anyways, that's JASMY. NPC. Can you guys tell I'm tired? NPC, non-playable coin. Don't play with this coin, you guys. You don't even think about playing with it. Don't even. I guess this is what we have. So it's a very short chart, very non-existent history. Oh, anything could happen. Anything could happen with something like this. Okay. Anything could happen. Genuinely, anything could happen. Okay. Anything could happen. You really don't know. So TA is not going to serve us too well in this, but let's try. Let's give it a little shot, right? To be fair, this does look like an M pattern. It really does look like an M pattern, and generally speaking, with an M pattern, you would expect to go lower than this low, which would prompt me to believe that you got 1.15 cents, potentially 0.0089, in other words, like 89% of a cent to go, potentially. I don't like the way it looks, and I don't like the RSI. It's not that I don't like the way the whole chart looks, just I don't like the way it looks now. So I am going to call for lower prices, 1.15 cents, 0.0089. Down there, somewhere around there. Maybe even lower. Maybe you go to your 1886, which is all the way down at $0.0073. You do have previous areas of resistance down there, right? Your 2272 could be calling for you as well, and that, generally speaking, does happen, right? With an M pattern, you kind of see your leg match that of the leg that started it. So if you were to continue higher, right, past this, you would expect to see a higher low versus your first leg, right? If you were to expect that this is your all-time high and you're never going to go past it, well, just break this M pattern, or make it a complete M, not a bullish M, if there is such a thing. But I'm going to call for it to go lower. I don't like the daily RSI. Weekly RSI is too new. 4 hour RSI looks bad, and it's okay. It's a new coin, right? It pumped up a lot. It's probably going to see more of a pullback than most coins have, right? It's pumped up a lot, so it's going to. That's my thoughts. NPC, Sui. Wow. See? Hey, look at this. Perfect example. Hey, we did it right there. And look at how overbought you were. You came out of your overbought zone, right? I actually want to look real quick. Rejecting your daily on the 50 here, right? Rejecting your 123. You probably don't have that on the other one, right? You don't even have your 123. But rejecting your 50 here. In your overbought zone for a little bit, coming out of it. If we go to Sui, M pattern. M, well, that was weird. M right here, there's your M. And it did retrace most of it, right? You get that nice leg, but probably you're going to come back up, because I don't think that's the all-time high for Sui. I think it is going to go higher. But let's see here. From the low to the high, I'm going to call that the high, not that. 61869 zone, nice. You could go down to your 786 still, but I think this is a nice area to find a low. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Let's look at the daily. Doesn't look good, but it could be. You could go lower. I'm not confident, okay? I'm not confident on either direction with this thing. Okay. Perhaps you move up to 66.82 cents and then down to about 49 cents, perhaps. Perhaps you don't. Perhaps that's your low and you move out. I really don't know. Maybe the best thing to do would be to take this again, right? You're just below your 618 though, isn't that right? Yeah. I'm going to call for lower prices. Below 50 cents, but above 44 cents. I don't think you see a new low, but I do think you have lower to go. I was wrong. I don't think that's low. I think you're going to go lower. You could move up from here. If I am wrong and you're not moving lower, prove me wrong. Close any given week above 69.31 cents. Close multiple days above that same area, which you couldn't. Look, you rejected it. Hey, that's not encouraging. That's not encouraging if you want to prove me wrong. So lower is what I think you're going to do. Yep, that makes sense to me. Sui going down, and that's okay. You know, it moved up a lot. It's going to come down a lot and then go up. It's okay. Look at it, how it's going down too. Volume's decreasing on your move down. Whenever you do recover, you're probably going to see a move much like this, but you're going to see a nice V-shaped recovery, I think so. But probably downside right now. This one will be a winner soon, but tonight it's not the winner. Not tonight. Sorry, Mohammed. Not tonight, my man. CGPT. Mohammed's going to be fine though. I'm pretty sure you're invested in several other coins besides Sui. So, and it's good, man. It's good because whenever you're invested in other coins, you guys, when those coins do well and then one of your coins does bad, you can just rotate your funds from the one that did well into the ones that did bad, and then, you know, round and round you go, making money. You probably do come down CGPT, probably down to about 10.18 cents to 8.35 cents. You probably do. Mixed emotions in the market right now, you guys. Ooh, bullish divergence, but you rejected your 50. I don't know. You might have already fulfilled that with 2 days ago's price action. And you did close back into the oversold zone. That's not a good look. You probably extend this divergence. You've got one drive. You might get another drive here, so you probably do close below this. I really think you're going to go to about 10 cents to 8.3 cents. Yeah, I think so. That's where you're going. No need to really delve into that further. AAVE for Green Man. Lower. I wouldn't have expected that. I don't like the way it looks. If it's going lower, that has me a little bit worried for Compound too. Oh, maybe not. Okay, if you do go lower, you're probably going to hold $64 to $56. Okay. You're at 79 now. I know that's not what you want to hear because that is a bit more, but very bearish candle to close last week there. Something tells me I'm going to be wrong on this call, but I'm not going to go with my something tells me. I'm not going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with what I see in the charts, okay? Everybody says trust your gut. I don't know why, but my gut, man, just hates me. It does. Anytime I trust it, it actually leads me astray. Rejecting your 382, interacting with the 618 a lot of times. I really do think you're going to go to your 786. So I feel very confident in saying $64 to $57-ish, around there. That's probably where you're going to go. Yeah. Lower, AAVE, lower. And that's okay. ZRO. Layer 0. I'm going to stop saying that's okay every time I say it's lower. It's not okay, you guys. Get your shit together. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. ZRO on Binance. ZRO on Kraken. It's a new coin. It is a very new coin. I can't do TA on this, man. I can try, but I really can't. 4 hour looks bullish, okay? Which would imply immediate upside. Bearish divergence, though. It's already been fulfilled. You kind of have an M look, but I'm not confident in that at all. I'm going to call for you moving up 48 cents. Sorry, $4.80 to $5.59. That's your next area. If I'm wrong, break below $3.60, $3.59, break below there, and then you'll probably come back down to about $3.23 or $3 itself. ZRO. Omni. I don't mind the daily hours, or sorry, that's the 4 hour. Okay, I don't mind that. It doesn't look bad actually. Curious. Boom, beautiful, nice. Above your 382, I like that, yeah. I think that's your low. I think that's your higher low. I think you're moving up, yeah. Wow, it's a new coin. Okay, hold on. Is this the best chart to use? Okay, so that's why it's moved down. Okay, and that's okay. Yeah, it's moved down because it just got released on exchanges. So the exchanges have it accumulated. Now they're selling it to you. They're selling. They're not accumulating. Equals less buying pressure equals downside. Omni, right? Why? Why are you? Come on. Omni. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, hold on now. I would look into the white paper and see what the release of these coins is like. Let me see. Do we have the tokenomics? Tokenomics are unavailable. We're going to do max log. Okay. Back in April. Yes, that's that. If the market cap looks better than this, that's not good. Okay, not good for investors. Good for people participating in the ecosystem as a use case, but not good for investors. Okay, good. There you go. So they're not pumping out more coins. That's I mean, maybe they are, but not at a rate that's messing with the capabilities of the price to grow. I'm just curious, man. Omni crypto. Unites all rollups. What does that even mean, man? Mission, contributors, developers. You know what? It's not that this thing is less legitimate than some cryptos. There's plenty of I'm invested in some cryptos that don't even show their tokenomics. But generally speaking, I don't like coins that don't tell you their tokenomics. I really don't like that, actually. Like, why can't I know your tokenomics? What is your minting? What's your what's the word I'm looking for? What's your emissions schedule? Contributors career. Like, why won't you tell me that? What is going to happen with all these coins? Why are you worth this? Why do you have this many coins circulating, 10 million wherever there's 100 million total? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know what this thing's about, but I'm just going to tell you right now, Mike Ike, I don't like this thing, man. Automatically, I don't like it. Came out on exchanges out of nowhere in the middle of the bull market. They probably paid for that, right? I don't know what the token allocation is at all. I'm sure some tokens are locked up, but why won't you tell us? Why is it a secret? Probably because we wouldn't like it. Probably because it would be bad if people knew. That's my automatic assumption. That doesn't mean it's true. Again, there's coins that don't tell you, and you just kind of like learn about them, and they seem legit. They seem like they're going to grow. Ecosystem? No. About? I don't know. What's your mission? I don't normally do this, but I'm feeling frisky. I'm just looking for something, man. Anything. You probably get Omni rewards because of staking, yes. Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. Here you go. You do have them. You're just not good at addressing it. Let's see. 5-minute read. Oh, we'll see about that. ERC20, so it's a nothing coin, but that's okay. At Genesis, Omni will have a circulating supply. Fill critical functions, yes. Claims for Omni airdrop will go live on April 17th. Here we go. Okay, so they do. Look at that. Good. They're not good at making it obvious. People like me who are less observant are going to have a harder time finding that, but that's okay. 9% for the public launch, right? Ecosystem development, okay. Community growth, whatever that means. Core contributors, community growth. I feel like that's like the same thing essentially. Advisors, whatever. That's like all the same thing. Invest all this right here, this. I would just say that's all the same thing. I don't like the tokenomics. I'll just say that bluntly. I don't like that. If you're an insider, if you're on the in with this, you're going to make the most money. It's not good for speculators, but hey, maybe it does well. Sometimes coins like this actually, and not even sometimes, oftentimes enough, they do well, but I just don't like stuff like this. Oftentimes enough, they also don't do well, but it all depends. I don't know. If they do things properly, you know, maybe if they're in charge of these coins and they handle it properly, then that can be good. Let's see, core contributors. OMNI unlocked, right? October. So in October, you're going to have another bit unlocked. Oh, that's in 2025 though. Oh, April 20. Okay, so you're not unlocking these coins until April of 2025. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, you could go. I like that a little bit, right? For most of the cycle, you're probably, your supply isn't going to go up. Hey, that gives you a fighting chance. I don't necessarily like the tokenomics, but I do like it a little bit more now. A lot of tokens. Look at that, man. I mean, 6 million, right? 100 million is your total. 6 million, 5 million, so that's 11 million right there that are unlocked in April of 2025. Advisors have theirs unlocked consistently, right? I guess not. That's just a flat rate. Okay, so the advisors have theirs unlocked. The advisors get their coins immediately. It can just dump whenever they want. They probably did. And then more unlocked. So we're at, let's say 600,000. We're going to add another million to that. So 11 million, 12 million. You're essentially going to have 12 million coins, like 12% of your overall supply unlocked next year in April. It's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. And then by the end of the market, you're probably going to have, the end of the cycle, you'll have more. So it's got more of a fighting chance than I thought it would. I actually don't mind it as much. Oh, you see this? How it's like my mouse is moving fluidly, but the crosshair is not. I'm gonna get the white screen of death, you guys. I know I am. It just happens. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on from OMNI. Maybe I was wrong, Mike. I take it back saying that I wouldn't put money in this. I mean, I'm not gonna put my money in it personally. It doesn't captivate my eye. Maybe you know something more about it. Maybe I need to do more research on it, but I definitely think that it could see new all-time highs, absolutely. But for the time being, probably does move down lower. That's my thoughts on OMNI. Wait. No. I'm sorry. I was like, wait a second. No, I think it's going to move up. I think it's going to move up. High to low. Next target area is like $14 to $14.40. You break that area, really you break 15.66, that's when it's on to like $18, $21 and beyond. Okay, so those are your target areas to look for. Swift, it's SWFTC. Everyone just says Swift, but it's SWFTC technically, right? Doing its thing, man. Consolidating right at the area. You know, I'm not worried about it at all. You're very near your low, if not at your low. If you go a little bit lower, just a little bit. I don't think you'd go too much lower. You know, you're at 0.003968 right now. I think you could find resistance right here, or sorry, support right at 0.00347. So if you want to go lower just a little bit, wouldn't be bad, but you're probably around, if not at your low, and then continue to move up. I'm not going to measure for extensions, but I do think you'll see some explosive upside once you decide to. Swiftcoin's probably a little bit boring right now, but probably, relatively speaking, a good area to invest. Probably the best area since March, actually. Not even probably, absolutely the best area to get in since March. So, but it might move down a little bit more. Billy. My grandparents have a dog named Billy. He's a big boy, man. He's intimidating, that dog. But he's a good one. I don't know why. I hate how glitchy my computer is right now, man. Yeah, there we go. White screen of death. I told you. Told you it was coming. I have full service too. Absolutely I do. Verifying I'm human. This may take a second. Okay, at least it's not going to glitch so much anymore. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, it's really, really annoying. It's that 5G, man. Billy. Oh, it's a dog. Billy the dog. Hey, look at that. Maybe it's my grandpa's dog. Low, higher low, probably moving up. Not a lot to say. It's too new of a coin, really, to have a genuine opinion. But I think you found your low. You're probably moving up. Will you break this high? That remains to be seen. If you can break above, and let's just make sure you're in a log. We're not in log. There we go. There we go. Make sure this is attached, or there we go, based on log. If you break your all-time high, your next target high would be 24.5 cents to 30.5 cents, potentially beyond that. But I would target this zone, but don't even think about it until you're above your 618. That's at 16.13 cents. Okay, when you break above that, then you can get a little bit excited, but you're not going to know for sure that that's there until you get above your 886. 19.16 is your final boss. You break that, new all-time highs are very, very likely. But right now, what I can say as far as what's very, very likely is you're going to continue to go up. I think that's your low, and you're going to move up from here. Will you form some kind of double top? I don't know. You know, will you continue to grow after that? I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Let's actually look at this real quick before we move on. From a high to a low. Tipped your 1618. Tipped it. Tip. Oh, but you're holding your 1272. Hey, man. I think you do. I think you do go higher. Yeah. Yeah, you probably do. Yep. Let's call for 30 cents, 30.5 cents. I think so. Yeah. If I'm wrong, well, don't break 19 cents and then I'll be wrong. Again, breaking is different than wicking above. You can wick above 19.16 cents, but that's not the same as breaking it. You want to see daily or 4-hour closes, multiple 4-hour closes above it. Billy, looking like a good boy. Actually, hold on real quick, because that might be the winner in the short term. It might be. It might be. It looks like it's going to gain the most. I'm just not the most confident in it because it's a random meme coin that just came about. But we're gonna say yeah, it looks fine. RPL, right? That's the next one. USD. Rocket Pool looks terrible. Absolute garbage. Not a fan. Hold on. Before I talk too much more. Okay, well that's good, at least. Oh, we can't even do that. I feel like I should just do that. Yeah, 1272. Yeah. You're probably gonna move lower. You might bounce here first, okay? Look forward to a $17 to an $18.50 price. If you can't get past that, lower you go. Maybe you hold this as support. The 1272 for support is not something I normally look for. Maybe it does happen though. I think you have lower to go. But if you can break, again, if you can break above 18.73 cents, I'll give you a chance that that is the low. If not, I'm not so excited. Anyways, that's that. Maybe it does better later in the cycle. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Okay, it looks less bad now. Look at that. Still bad, but less bad. Okay. Come on, man. Why? There we go. You need to hold the line here. I'm going to change the target. If you can get above $16.76, I give you. I would say that I'm hopeful. Okay, I'm hopeful. If you can't, well, down you go. $11.65 to $9.4, somewhere down there. That's RPL, not Ripple. Rocket Pool. CKB. Nervous. Oh, making people nervous, man. Definitely making people nervous. You're probably going lower. All right. Yeah, I think so. I think so. A lot lower. You're at 0.0094. You're going to go down to 0.0069. Probably. You broke out of your accumulation range. Going to back test it for support. Look what comes in line with that right there. 618 and your 123 weekly moving average. We'll see you down there. 0.0069. Maybe around 0.007 even. You could go lower than that and still be fine, but lower nonetheless is what I think. Yeah, buddy. You're a little bit down, a little bit more. Yep. Not that. Dash. This one will be easy, okay? Dash, you guys. I've been saying it all cycle. It's dead. It's done. It's done for. My condolences for anybody who owns this. My condolences for anybody who's bought it within the last year. I'm not excited for it, man. I'm not. This is what it's done, okay, since 2017. Since the last, like, real great altcoin cycle that we had. We've had a pretty good altcoin cycle this cycle, but it's not even altcoins. It's meme coins, right? And it's not even a full cycle. It's like moments, like glimpses of time. Okay, Pepe's had a good cycle, right? Dog with Hat, a select few. But 2017 was like the golden time for altcoins, you guys. You could be blind and just throw a dart in the dark and you're going to hit something great that's just going to do well for you. Like, if you cashed out, but most people didn't cash out, speaking from personal experience. That's what you've done for the last 2 cycles, right? 1 bear cycle, 2 bear cycles, lower lows, lower highs. You probably do move up, right? This cycle, you probably do move up, but it's going to be a lower high, inevitably. You're at $22. I don't think you'll break 100. If you do, I really don't think you'll break 200, but definitely not new all-time highs. Daily RSI looks sad. You might be at your low, though. You might be at your low right now. I think so. Yeah, I think you are. So, cool. You'll probably see a move up relatively soon. Probably up to about $26. Break that, you'll move up to $32 to $34, and if you can get above $40.30, we'll see you up at 55 to 73. But that's kind of the target areas that you'd have to look forward to. Dash. Let's do EGLD. EGLD. What is it? It's like Metaverse X or something like that, or Multiverse X, something like that. Used to be EGLD Elrond, right? Such a way better name. Hey, nice. I think you're doing all right. I think that's your low. I feel pretty confident that's your low. You're going to move up now. Your next target area is $50, $48. Let's say you're at 33.3 now. $48. When you get above 76.40, we can talk about $163 to $200. Okay, but until then, we're waiting. Yeah, until then, we're waiting. I like those areas. Yeah, EGLD, XTZ for AJ. Wow. Tezos till you Bezos seems to not be going well. It kind of looks like mana. It actually, this chart, look at this, guys. Why are you still here? Looks very much like mana. Right? Like, don't they just look the exact same? I feel like they do. It's kind of odd. Kind of cool. maybe not that really, right? They're both at their low points. Probably at its low. I think that is its low. Weekly RSI, yeah, hit the oversold zone. Daily RSI looks very bad, but that's okay. It looks the worst before it starts to do good things, right? High to low, 6.9 holding. Your next target area is 88, 89 cents. You're at 69 cents now. I think you're moving up, yeah. Yep. And Tezos, you probably do move up. You probably move up to like $2, 286. Beyond that, you could see new all-time highs this cycle. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. XTZ. AIOZ. I actually made a video on this one recently. I feel like I didn't like it. I feel like I was bearish on it, right? Or maybe I was just like short-term bearish. I forget. Oh my goodness. Oh. I think it does look fine, actually. I think this maybe I'm remembering it wrong. You probably moved down to 18.6. I could be wrong, okay? It's not common, but sometimes you do hold the 236 on strong moves, and this is a strong move, so maybe you do. From a relative low to a relative high. You're right at your 1618, tipping that. Maybe you do. Maybe you do hold this area. Maybe you do. Bullish divergence. Bearish engulfing candle, though. You probably move lower. I don't know, man. 18.3 cents seems to come up. You're at 41.4 cents now, and it would look good on the chart to move back there, right? You've got previous areas. I'm going to delete this real quick. Right. 18 cents right there at your previous weekly closing high. Previous areas of support. Just found resistance up here. Where did you go when you found resistance up here last time? Well, you went down here, found a little support, and then down more, right? But somewhere in this area, it wouldn't be crazy. Wouldn't be crazy. Either way, you're at 41.4 cents now. If you don't go that low, I would still at least expect you go down to about 33.8 cents, if not 25.8 cents. But I'm calling for 18 cents over time. That's my thoughts. And that's it, you guys. That's all I got to say. There is a winner tonight, but it's not the winner that I thought it would be. It is Billy, the good boy. Billy, you are the winner for tonight. And that was at the request of Anonymous. You don't get to know their name. They just threw it out there. So throwing a dog a bone, and yeah, you're the winner. Definitely, absolutely. So best looking chart as far as, I mean, it definitely does look like the best looking chart. Am I the most confident in it? No, it's a very new chart. It's a meme coin, so take that with a grain of salt, but it does look like it's going to gain the most in the shortest amount of time. Of course, we're in the cycle of meme coins, so that makes sense. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.